Hello guys, Greg back with another video on the channel that is all killer no filler. So I'm doing a watch video today. I'm going to show you some really nice pieces and I'm going to do a countdown of my 5 favourite luxury watch brands. I've literally just got back from doing the 40-mile round trip to the bank to pick these up. I never keep expensive watches at home. I don't even keep one watch in the house for one night. It's kind of sad, but it's the world we live in. It's the way it's got to be. So we'll dive into this list. It's quite difficult to put these in order, but the brand that I've gone for at number 5 out of my favourite luxury watch brands is Tudor. And we've got this beautiful piece here, which we'll talk a bit more about in a moment. But to talk about Tudor first, obviously part of the Rolex organisation. It's been called, Rolex's little brother, or sometimes poorer little brother, which is a bit crazy when you consider the value of these things. But in the recent years, Tudor's really developed its own identity. It's become a real force in the luxury watch space, and they try new things, and they've been bringing out watches that are kind of a nod to the classic Rolexes, but whereas Rolex continue to just do what they do, which is make small incremental changes. But the one that I'm showing you here is obviously not a modern Tudor. This is a watch from 1976, and my model was actually in 1998. And this is the Tudor Prince Date Chrono, and this is the Tiger Woods edition. Obviously it bears quite a strong resemblance to the Rolex Daytona. This is a bit bigger, it's a bit thicker. This is 13.7mm thick, the Daytona's 12.5. And you've got a bit of a bigger wrist like I do, it wears much better. It's just a more chunky feel. But this has got a Valjoux 7750 movement in here, which is the reason for it being thicker. It needed to be to house the movement. And it's a self-winding chrono. And as I said, it came out in 1976, and the Daytona didn't actually become self-winding chrono until 1988. So it was well ahead of the game with that. But obviously it's a lot cheaper than a Rolex. Probably not that much different in terms of how hard it is to find, even though this one is a vintage. But love everything about this watch. Really like the Tudor brand. So Tudor's at number 5 on my favourite luxury watch brands. Now the brand at number 4 is a brand where they do certain pieces that I absolutely love, but I don't really like everything they do as a whole. But as I say, the ones that I do have and I love, I really love. And the brand is Omega. And the first one I'm going to show you is this one, the Ploprof, sometimes called the Ploprof. And this one was called the Koi Cup by Kelvin, my friend, who a lot of you in the watch world will know for obvious reasons because of the strap. It's actually an official Omega strap, but it's very, very cool. But this watch is a beast. I think it's 55mm. And I never liked this watch. I've seen it for years in pictures. Never liked it, but I tried Paul Thorpe's on about 2 or 3 years ago, and it was an absolute love. So I had to go and get this. And I also bought the black version, but it's just a beautiful piece. Very different and not for everyone. You need a big wrist to wear this. But yeah, my favourite Omega, that is the Ploprof. And then the second one I chose to show you, it's more of a daily piece, and this is the Omega Seamaster. And I bought this one just because I love the configuration, the colour, the blue dial and the blue rubber strap. Perfect daily, this one, kind of in the same way as a Rolex Submariner. You can do everything with it. And it's one of the few watches in my collection that I will put on, one day and then wear every day for a week without changing it. It's just a perfect daily watch. So that is the Seamaster, and that is Omega at number 4 in my 5 favourite luxury watch brands. So the brand at number 3, now if this was a list of favourite watches, this would be number 1, but the brand as a whole is at number 3. And the brand is Audemars Piguet, and this is a Royal Oak Offshore. Absolutely beautiful watch, as close to perfect for my taste as you can get. Not sure how well the camera shows this. This dial is stunning blue in the middle, and it fades out to navy, almost black at the sides. But another big watch, but wears very well. Rubber strap. It looks like it's actually some sort of material, but it's just because of this patterning, but it is rubber. And all in all, it's just a big burst of blue. Absolutely love this. Don't wear it enough because you can't walk around somewhere like London wearing this, unfortunately, but Audemars Piguet at number 3. And my second favourite watch brand, which will probably come as a surprise to people, it's Rolex. And the one that I've chosen to show you today is one that's a little bit underappreciated. This is the Yachtmaster 40. And I got the blue dial with that contrasting red hand there. And this watch has really always been overshadowed by the Sub and the GMT. And to be truthful, I prefer those two models as well. But I do love this particular watch. And it's one that you can't do it justice in pictures. You have to actually see it in person. And it's a watch that always starts a conversation. People like to come over and sort of ask about it and talk about it. And I really like that. And I like wearing it because not many people do. You don't see many of these out in the wild. But another beautiful watch, that is the Yachtmaster 40. And that is Rolex at number 2. My favourite watch brand list. So my favourite brand, and this is probably going to come as a surprise again to people, given the brands that I do own, but this watch brand they have something for everyone, and it just fits for me. And that brand is Breitling. And the first one that I've chosen to show you is really their flagship watch, which is the Navitimer. Hoping the camera can pick up that beautiful green dial. This is a beast. This is a 46mm. This watch comes in 41 and 43, and unless you've got, I don't know, about an 18cm wrist, you're probably going to opt for one of those rather than this. But the Navitimer is a classic, as I said. It came out in 1952. Originally it was produced for the Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association, and then I think 1954 it became, readily available for sale commercially. I'm not going to even attempt to discuss the complications and movement. It's not my forte. I just like the way it looks, and I think it's a classic and it's beautiful. So that's my Navitimer. And the final one that I'm going to show you, this is a bit of a Marmite watch, but it's actually one of my very favourite watches in all the watches I own. And this is the Chronomat 44mm in steel and 18 karat gold. Definitely a Marmite watch, no in between. You're either going to love it or hate it, and I can understand why people will hate it. It is big, and brash, but I just absolutely love the watch. It wears beautifully. I just think it's fantastic, and it just suits me. I think, with the exception of the AP, is probably my favourite watch, and the one that's definitely got the most presence. So there you go. That is my 5 favourite watch brands and a few of the watches from those brands. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Please do me a favour and just give a thumbs up for the video. Leave a comment. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do. It just really helps out. Lets me know you're enjoying what I do. And thank you again. And I will be back very soon with another video. Cheers.